let's see. Let's continue with the Modern Warfare 2
It's
one.
daring. It's a statement, Jazalame. We got tons of new attachments, tons of new weapons. Akimbo, Zemtex. Whoever was in charge of this campaign has the largest cock in recorded history. Tell me where to find it and I'll suck it. Yeah, suck it. Yeah, suck it. Tell me to suck it and I'll suck it. Characters are given more screen time. There's more space for dialogue. The conflict feels believable, like actual World War III. Bit too believable, if you ask me. It shied away from nothing.
This was definitely a good sequel. I'll be honest with you. This was definitely a good sequel.
It's the first Call of Duty that came with a content warning, but sadly also the only one that ever needed it. They tried many times to recreate that level of controversy, but it never worked again. Modern Warfare 2 is actually the reason why this is a campaign ranking only. The crazy amount of kill streaks and gadgets ruined the multiplayer for me. These things are becoming so disconnected. I like continuity, and if I considered Warzone, zombies, PvP, PvE, co-op, this video would never end. So joke's on you, or somebody. It sold 25 million copies, took me 5 hours to complete.
So it's just campaign only?
For now. Did you know Black Ops is the highest selling Call of Duty game to this date with over 32 million units sold? It's crazy. This was an absolute wild card. It is so unique in all the best ways. It was the first Call of Duty game to tell a well-rounded story.
It was really good. I love the story.
Not just glimpses of a war, not just cool characters that happen to be there, but are core to the story.
I felt like everyone was watching us and watching me.
It is a very narrative-driven game, and that was
what does the numbers mean, Mason? What do they mean?
Still put the global conflict.
It means hentai.
First, even Modern Warfare 2, but Black Ops.
It's a Dojin website. Put it in.
B7's dropped us in front of Poofuck.
Cold War, MK Ultra, redacted, Forrest Gump music, conspiracy vibe it went for, and it nailed it. The reveal at the end is awesome. It brought us Woods.
I can see a meme or so, right? That one of my friends would like shake me or so. Sunako, what do the memes mean? What does the numbers mean? What do they mean? It's just a hentai website. You just plug it into the hentai website.
Mason, the numbers, Mason. What do they mean? You get it? Explain it. Black Ops carved out its own space within the Call of Duty franchise, and there's a good reason why we're getting its 6th installment this year. Treyarch is closing the gap to Infinity Ward, yet still the weapons feel a little weaker, smaller, and not quite as punchy. It has some cool driving, diving, and guided tank missile segments building on what Modern Warfare 2 created, but for the first time ever, we're able to commit war crimes from a helicopter. It's crazy how this franchise keeps creating new mechanics that only exist for 10 minutes and feel awesome to play. For the first time since COD 4 implemented sprinting, they innovated on player movement by adding the dolphin dive.
Yeah, the dolphin dive. Yeah, I remember that. It was so fun.
From a plane and
so stupid though, but it was so fun.
Enemy has stopped in front of the house.
We get a wingsuit movement, a crossbow, a minigun, and some outstanding missions that are among the best in the franchise.
He uses a human shield, and she still protects him?
Meeting Kennedy, Kowloon, Ni Hao Ma, South Park Elementary, the World War II flashback. But my absolute favorite is the Deer Hunter mission with Woods. You should. You can't hear me. So intense. Oh, makes me want to get some fun. It took me 5 hours to finish, and it goes right underneath the goat. It's close though.
That makes sense. I'm not hating on that, to be honest.
It doesn't take the most powerful nations on Earth to create the next global conflict.
Remember correctly, right? Modern Warfare 3 had a very short dev cycle, if I remember correctly, because there was an issue. There was like an internal issue or so happening at the studio. I think I remember something about that or so.
Just the will of a single man.
Modern Warfare 3 had big shoes to fill, and for the first time, the shoe don't fit. Listen,
yeah.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 has some of the strongest and most epic stand-alone moments in the entire franchise. If all you want is over-the-top craziness, it delivers more than any other installment with an incredible density of insanity. The subway train crash. A plane cuts in half while you're in it. Dodging warships on a boat while seeing New York City burn. The Eiffel Tower collapses. It's cinema. Location-wise, it also doesn't hold back. We storm the beaches of Hamburg. Ich hab Sachen erlebt, du hast Sachen gehört. Halt die
I'm using this as proof for hentai game studio. Okay, buddy.
We go to the Himalayas,
Okay,
Dubai,
alright,
Sierra Leone.
sure.
It's a non-stop thrill ride, but that's exactly the issue. Modern Warfare 3's missions are given no breathing room. Big things need space. For some reason, levels cut away and fade to black very quickly. Shit goes bonkers, boom, done. Mission over.
Come on.
Briefing, next mission.
Thank you very much.
It virtually chases you from set piece to set piece and never allows it to settle. Never allows the player to digest what he's just seen. Therefore, it all feels
Yeah,
rushed.
like
At some point,
there was also some moments like there was like when I was playing the Modern Warfare 3 campaign, I was like, oh yeah, I remember this was a thing or something. I was just like, fuck, I don't even remember, to be honest.
Stop taking things in. I got numb to it. That's the problem. Machiavelli said you can only admire the mountain peak from the valley. Without the valley, there is no mountain.
Okay.
It also sidelines its characters. There are barely any heart-to-heart moments. Neither Price nor Soap are given time to be cool, killing off any emotional weight that had been built in Modern Warfare 2. That's why Soap's death feels cheap.
No! So! No!
A character dying can work really well, if it makes sense, if it's deserved. But you didn't care about him in this game. You forgot Soap, and when you remembered him, you decided to kill him to get a reaction. So fucking lazy. You get people like Idris Elba on board, and he doesn't have a single memorable moment. Innovation-wise, the disappointment continues. You can now switch between two sights on a gun. Okay, fine. And there's a short but extremely cool zero-G segment. Who would have thought this would foreshadow so much? But that's it. That is the least a COD installment ever innovated between releases so far. The entire game is dowset in grayish.
The problem is you can only do so much to innovate or so in an FPS game, you know, there's just so much you could only do, you know.
Color, and the graphic content warning feels like a desperate attempt to catch people's attention. What moment are they even referring to? The truck exploding?
I guess so. I guess that
My
would be. I
toilet
guess
sees
that
worse
would
terror
be.
attacks on a daily basis. My favorite mission is right at the start, fighting through Wall Street. Obviously, the gun.
Yeah, I like the
remains
start of
Call
the
of
mission. The
Duty
start of the mission was
perfection.
pretty good.
It sold 30 million copies, took me almost 5 hours to finish, and hold on to your seats. It goes a notch above World at War. If you think I'm wrong, ask yourself, when was the last time you played through every single campaign? Huh? Your mind is clouded by nostalgia. And since this is an old franchise,
I did. I just played all the Modern Warfare series. I played all the Black Ops series or so. I remember the BF3 versus Modern Warfare 3 debate. I actually remember that too. I thought that was such a stupid fucking debate in my personal opinion. I'm like one's more realistic than the other one's stupid. Like honestly, when I saw boys fucking arguing with this shit, I thought they were so dumb as fuck, to be honest.
probably Dementia too. I have it all fresh. Right here, buddy. Right here.
Black Ops 2 was really good. I like Black Ops 2.
Black Ops 2 shall change what Call of Duty means.
This was definitely very innovative, or so, with their story campaign, to have multiple different endings and multiple different pathings and everything like that.
The eyes of players forever. It is an insanely ambitious game. Es hat sich stets bemüht. Where Modern Warfare 3 failed, Black Ops 2 went balls to the wall.
No, you are and always will be our true enemy.
You like the cinematic, story-driven nature of Black Ops 1? And you're gonna love me. Let's be the first COD game with different endings, depending on player choices. Let's be the first COD game to allow for loadout customization.
Yeah.
Let's dabble in sci-fi for the first time. Invisibility, futuristic weapons, sticky wall climbing gloves, a more refined wingsuit segment, horse riding instead of tanks, and jeeps, and drones, and jets. It's krank. Let's switch between future and the past to keep things fresh and give them a villain to remember.
Fucking Menendez. Menendez will always be an iconic fucking enemy, to be honest.
For me, a great Call of Duty has to strike a fine balance between making the conflict believable and having interesting characters.
You know, if this wasn't an op, I believe I'd give myself a little hot chick action here.
If things lean too far on the believability side, like in COD 2, we have no cool characters or memorable moments. And if things lean too far on the character side, it starts to feel like a James Bond or Marvel movie. I don't buy it anymore. And me so sorry. But Black Ops 2 sadly goes too far on the character side for me. Hey, I still want a geopolitical conflict to be at the center, not this soap opera drama between Mason, Woods, Hudson, and Menendez.
It's about his sister. He killed my father to get to you.
You killed my sister? Okay, time for World War III. It's all a bit too contrived. I'm also not a fan of putting characters from a concluded story like Black Ops 1 back into the microwave to reserve them. And let's not forget the disastrous Strike Force missions that are a new low point for the franchise as a whole.
I'm gonna have to disagree with this. I 100 disagree with this. I think those missions were actually pretty innovative in my personal opinion, because you don't have to do, you know, this top perspective point of it. You can just do first person, you know. That's why they give you multiple ways how to play this mission. I have to disagree with this opinion.
These are complete filler, but a requirement for the best ending. Massive L. Other innovations such as equipment selection rarely make a return to the franchise for
It's not. Honestly, it's not. So it makes sense with the story itself.
for good reason. It's not necessary. You always pick up different weapons as you go. Wasting the player's time on menu screens that have very little impact is redundant. And unfortunately, this is the first time that I don't enjoy the guns in a Call of Duty game. So far, most guns have
The difference is because one's realistic and the one is modern. That's the difference, you know.
either been historical or based on things everyone knows. But in Black Ops 2, it looks like an indistinguishable soup of generic quasi-futuristic firearms. I get it, you're a crazy gunner and you know exactly which gun is based on. But for me,
Impossible.
Black Ops 2 is one of the most formative COD games and it took huge risks. But I don't think it all panned out that well. It sold 25 million copies, took me 5 hours to complete, and it takes a spot below World at War.
Really? Below World at War? I don't know about that one, Chief. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's a bit nah. I'm gonna be honest with you, I have to disagree with that. That has to be at least above Modern Warfare 3, to be honest. Definitely above Modern Warfare 3. Because Modern Warfare 3 was a rehash tag or so. It was just a rehash. It just used the same assets and everything from Modern Warfare 2, so. And the story wasn't really that super amazing, because I hardly remember much about it, even to this point after replaying it or so. Compared to Black Ops 2 stories, I remember it way more. Even when I was playing through it too as one, I was just like, oh yeah, I remember, you know, this location where you find the intel, and then there's this and then that and all this other shit. So. Ghosts. I hardly remember much
no
of
love
Ghosts.
lost between gamers and Call of Duty Ghosts. And you know what? I get it. The story is laughably
The
absurd.
goat
I feel
is
like I'm watching a
here.
story about some retarded visit in the forest. The world building is wholly unconvincing. It doesn't seem like a real conflict at all. An earth-shattering, near-apocalyptic world war leaves major cities in ruins, and we never hear from the president or the army, but it's just 5 ghosts trying to find an ex-ghost. Who gives a fish? Shit, there are more important things. The voice acting has severe misses.
But your father's not there anymore.
Dad, this whole time you were one of them. You're a ghost.
Where's my dad? Where's my dad? He doesn't exist anymore. Dad, so you were a ghost the whole time. Bruh. The betrayal moment is unintentional.
Yeah, the
fun,
dog
and
bottom
entire
meme,
plot
yeah.
never makes sense. We neither get cooked
No, not the dog meta, but the fish AI. That was funny.
cutscenes, nor briefings, but animated James Bond intros. It no longer builds cool characters through gameplay moments, but it wants to forcefully assert the coolness. Every piece of dialogue is dead set on convincing you that these ghosts are really fucking cool.
You were never one of us. You're not a ghost.
No, he just said he's not a ghost. They're so cool. They're so cool, okay? Please clap. No, they're not. They're clowns. Just like in Modern Warfare 3, missions cut away too fast. There's a horribly dragged out helicopter mission. But guys, other than that, Ghosts delivered some amazing moments and creative new ideas. I'm shocked. All I knew about this game before playing it is that it had dogs and that it sucked. So I expected a gimmicky mess. Turns out, it's fun, it works well, and it's only there for like 2 missions. We finally don't just get to dive underwater, but shoot too. The gun feels satisfying.
I'm curious to see if he talks about the sniper thing or so, because that wasn't in other Call of Duties where you get to operate a sniper drone or so.
And punchy.
Not a sniper drone, but like a sniper little thing or so.
The Zero-G space mission is fantastic. There's
That
a
was
very
really
brief
good, too.
segment where you get a strobe light. That was so cool. And the main villain has a moment is epic. Ghosts also enhanced player movement by adding sliding. Now I don't know if Naughty Dog was inspired by Call of Duty Ghosts, but at several points throughout it, it reminded me of The Last of Us 2. I'm serious. You have the overgrown cityscape on the west coast, the destroyed Santa Barbara style buildings, the flooded warehouse where you go prone when you dive, the red flares, the stadium that's been repurposed to a base. The similarities are striking. My favorite mission is where you can see the dam explode on the horizon and it floods the city while you're in it.
The city's flooding. We need to move. Down the alley.
That is finger-licking good. Call of Duty Ghosts is a story mess, but the gameplay makes up for a lot. It sold 28 million times, took me 5 hours to complete, and now take a deep breath. If this makes you feel angry, you obviously haven't watched enough Shirangi videos. It goes one above Black Ops 2.
What the fuck? Are you fucking serious? A bomb flag? Get the fuck out of here, dude. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Shut the fuck up, dude. I swear to I'm about to fucking throw this kid. I swear, dude. Man, fuck Ghost, bro. Ghost was so boring as shit, dude. Nah, fuck off, dude. Fuck off. Fuck off, dude. Man, your taste in story is sure something.
A new studio has entered the race. It's a sledgehammer. Guys, I thought I was gonna hate this. Legit. I do not like futuristic stuff, but I gotta press F to pay respects. Advanced Warfare is fantastic.
What you're seeing is advanced warfare.
Just the way it starts. You get shot down from a capsule into South Korea, and the action is spot on.
Looks like you're not a true
The
ghost. I
guns
was never a
embrace
ghost.
the
Get the fuck out of
futuristic
here.
tone and feel. It does
I was a lightweight scavenger person
with the
with
classic
black
heads-up display
jacket.
and replaces
That's how I
everything by
played.
holographic projections on the guns, like in Dead Space. Love it. You got 4
I thought the intro
Advanced
was
Warfare
really
also
cool for
does
this
the biggest
game.
leap we've seen so far in terms of traversal, jetpack, and grappling hook. Especially the last one is a joy to use in the stealth mission, where you can now whistle to lure enemies, and for the first time there's an actual detection meter, further refining the stealth gameplay. I am wet wipes. Now remove the word wipes. These mechanics are also way more subtle than I expected. Not dominant, but well integrated. You got riot shields that follow you and a bunch of fun driving and tanking
It just kind of sucks. It just kind of sucks that the ending or so for this one is just kind of like, you know, hey Raphael.
segments. My favorite mission by far is the one in Antarctica. You start on a jetpack.
Yeah, I
planting
remember.
bombs
I
on a
remember
plane,
this
Then you
quest.
dive
Yeah,
onto the
I remember
surface,
this
then
mission.
the surface explodes and you slip
Gam.
into the glacier and have to fight your way out. Type 1 in comments if that ever happened to you. But where Advanced Warfare really elevated the franchise to a
True new rabbit.
is in its storytelling. This is the first Call of Duty game with proper pre-rendered cutscenes that look gorgeous to this very
Oh yeah, I
day.
remember. Yeah, I remember that.
Lagos has opened up fantastic opportunities for Atlas.
The story itself is, I'd say, predictable but well told. The world building is excellent and the scope of the conflict remains clear throughout. I do think it drops the ball at the end though. Kevin Spacey basically won, but then you get a super robot suit and kill him. It's underwhelming. And
I guess he does. I guess he doesn't know the actual true ending or so for Advanced Warfare. So, but yeah, it makes sense though, right? If it had actually had the true ending of Advanced Warfare, or so it would have been a great fucking definitely would have been a great fucking story.
I'm not a fan of the small upgrades you do between missions. It's not a big deal, but I find that every time Call of Duty campaigns make the player spend time on menus, it harms the flow of the game. Advanced Warfare is barely 6 hours long.
No, I have to disagree.
Need for RPG mechanics. It sold 22 million copies and it takes the top 3.
Yeah, I can definitely see it above that. He's not gonna like this one. I know for a fact. He doesn't like futuristic stuff, so he's not gonna like this. He doesn't understand the story for this game, and we already know the lore about this game itself. He's not gonna like this one. I know that for a fact. So.
Black Ops 3. Ach Gottle. Here we go. This game has a very loyal fan community to this day because of something related to the multiplayer or zombies. Don't know, don't care. This is by far the shittiest campaign of them all. It's not bad for a Call of Duty game, but just outright playing this was painful. Brain
Go boom.
The story is an incomprehensible disaster. Characters are boring. Superpowers are unrewarding and unnecessary. Advanced Warfare did no UI. Now we get UI spam. Weapons are 3D printed, AI generated Banalitäten. They feel completely weight and powerless.
I mean, what the fuck is going on? When does it end?
It's the COD game
Well, you're supposed to move forward or so. You're supposed to move forward after that, that's why.
with the worst gunplay. It introduces bullet sponge enemies, doubles down on upgrades, and wastes your time with a boring hub area. Wow. This game is a mockery of everything Black Ops is supposed to be. It's got nothing in common with it. What a disgusting, pointless, embarrassing, no context, no clarity, dragged out fucking catastrophe. If I have to hear the words Frozen Forest one more time, I'm gonna Minecraft myself in GTA Online.
We still got a chance.
Nein, ich will nicht mehr. Hör auf.
Noteworthy changes are a new realistic difficulty mode and a character creator, which adds a nice extra layer of meaninglessness to the game. Black Ops 1 was the cream of the crop. Black Ops 3 can sit on this knob.
No, it's because he doesn't. It's because he doesn't know about the lore. He's just a cat. The difference is right. Because I know he's not gonna like it because he doesn't like Black Ops 2, right? It's because he doesn't like because he doesn't know the lore so specifically about the game. And I doubted that he played the Nightmare mode too as well. On top
The
of
one
that.
redeeming thing I can say is that the World War II Inception mission was visually impressive. That's it. Now throw this game back into the fucking poubelle. It somehow still managed to sell a whopping 27 million copies. Took me almost 7 torturous hours to finish and takes the new bottom spot.
Yeah, I kind of knew it, but I'm gonna be honest with you. He doesn't know the lore. He doesn't know. He didn't play Nightmare mode either, too, because it's technically part of the campaign. It's right after the campaign. He played the Nightmare mode or so for Black Ops 3, so he still hasn't really completed it. Black Ops 3, so
Fuck this game.
I already knew. I'm not gonna get upset about it, but he fucking put fucking Black Ops 2 down. I'm just like, okay, buddy.
Infinite Warfare. What a title. For many players, a sad reflection of where Call of Duty was headed. To infinity and beyond. But you know what? The game's low-key cute. Like me, right? To my 4% female audience. And guys, am I hot? A little hot? Oh, whatever. Infinite Warfare is a logical continuation of the past few games, but the die has been cast. People were sick of the future, which explains the devastatingly low sales numbers of 13.6 million. The reason I personally don't hate it is cause it's a farewell party that goes all out. An unapologetic excursion to the faraway intergalactic future, and reminded me a lot of Starfield, but with better gunplay, handmade environments, and some cool characters. Who could forget Conor McGregor's and Lewis Hamilton's award-winning performances? No joke, they're in there.
Until we meet again. Semper Fi, Marine.
But that Salta girl is actually pretty cool. Or Slay. Sadly, the protagonist is as forgettable as the antagonist. Jon Snow pops up right at the start, only to never be seen again until 2/3 of the game when you unceremoniously kill him. What the fick? What was that? Who even was he? Especially because the world building was decent. People of Earth and people of Mars are beefing.
But sir, by the time there's war, it's too late.
The scale and importance of this war is contextualized well.
But the distance gave way to a movement.
I have this game on console. I don't have it on PC. Maybe one day we'll play it on console. We'll see.
With no connection to the place we call home.
The stakes are clear, but man does the payoff drop the wall. It feels incredibly rushed and unfinished. Gunplay is solid. Infinity Ward don't miss in this regard. We even get some Doom-esque BFGs and a
unless I get it on
It's
PC.
fine, I guess. This time, dogfights in space are a core pillar of the gameplay loop, and I gotta say, they just don't feel great. They overstay their welcome and are obvious filler. Although there is a very cool moment where you fly towards a space station, then jump out of your ship and seamlessly transition into gunplay. Super cool. We get 6 difficulty settings this time around, but overall Infinite Warfare looks more innovative than it actually is. It's very by the book, and almost all of its mechanics have existed in some form or another in a previous game. It also falls short in an area where Infinity Ward usually does well. Cinematic moments and highlights. They are noticeably lacking. Sure, some of the planets look cool at first, but space stations all look the same. Missions feel repetitive, shooting robots is boring, and once the credits roll, you're not left with a lot to remember. The only standout is the Geneva mission where the war breaks out. Good stuff. Infinite Warfare took me 5.5 hours to finish, and it joins our ranking below Call of Duty 2.
I'd never played the campaign for this one. I can't really say much about Infinite Warfare, so.
Thank you. A much needed grounding for the franchise after getting a little too lost in the stars. Call of Duty World War II looks absolutely mind-blowing. Ihr seid zum Arbeiten hergekommen und das werdet ihr auch tun. I would voice a good Hitler. Holy crap. And it's not just the cutscenes or the campaign map. The in-game graphics can stand side by side with any AAA game of today. It features the most gripping portrayal of D-Day ever seen in a game. Gameplay-wise, it played it too safe while also making huge advancements for the series. It's a paradox. In order to make it clear that Call of Duty is normal again and to bang on some nostalgia, they reintroduced health bars like in the first game. Was that a mistake? Yes. Does it make a difference? Not really. It's barely even noticeable. You either carry plenty of medkits on your own or you command your squad members to heal you, which is a new mechanic that also doesn't quite stick the landing and clutters the UI. The plane controls sadly suck again. Flipping over tables is fun, but you do that maybe twice in the whole campaign. And just like Call of Duty 3, we only get a Western front. You can tell that Glenn Schofield went for a Band of Brothers vibe here. Especially the drama between Pearson and Turner adds a personal touch to an otherwise basic World War II story. The acting is amazing, but I found it at times a little much.
Our instructions were to take this hill.
You should have waited for
There
us.
wasn't time.
What about our...
We had orders!
I'm not sure if I bought all of it. Also, the conclusion left a lot to be desired. Infinite Warfare, Black Ops 3, and even Advanced Warfare didn't deliver us a lot of over-the-top craziness that the franchise used to be known for. Well, this is World War II's response.
Oh yeah, the fucking train scene that lasted like what, 30 fucking seconds or something? Or like a minute or something? That was such a ridiculous fucking long ass cutscene, to be honest. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Oh my fucking god, it's still going? Holy shit, dude. That is fucking crazy.
Not gonna lie, I love this shit. Best mission in the game, but the most innovative.
I think it's fucking ridiculous in my personal opinion. That's such a ridiculous fucking cutscene. It is so blown out of fucking proportion. It's basically a fucking what's his face? The director so from the Transformers movie made a Call of Duty game, and that's basically what he would do or so.
Aspect of it is the introduction of a social stealth mission that has dialogue, branching paths, exploration, and a much refined stealth meter.
Fräulein, Ihre Tasche!
Deine Papiere, Joke. That's from Schindler's List, okay? I like America. Call of Duty plays like an immersive sim in these levels, further swallowing up even more genres and looking damn good doing so. It sold 20 million copies, took me 6 hours to complete, and takes the spot between Ghosts and Black Ops 2.
Rules have changed. There's a fine line between right and wrong. And somewhere in the shadows.
This game reinvigorated my love for this franchise. The hype it
Did I play Modern Warfare 2019? I don't even remember, to be honest. I really don't remember 2019, to be honest.
built with that trailer was done and dusted, out of this world.
Bravo 6. Going dark.
I don't remember
It's my
2019's
favorite
Modern
trailer of
Warfare.
all time, and
I
holy
really
cow,
don't
did the
remember
final product
anything.
deliver on that promise. Clear House is the best Call of Duty mission of all time.
Bravo 6, moving to the first floor.
Infinity Ward wanted to make up for the mediocrity of their previous installments and decided to raise the bar yet again for all shooters to come. The new Modern Warfare trilogy has the best, most punchy, and most rewarding gunplay of any modern day shooters today.
Okay, I can kind of guess what his like taste in Call of Duty is. To be honest, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's such a generic vanilla taste. To be honest, I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. It's such a vanilla actually take.
Bar none.
He likes vanilla flavor Call of
It
Duty.
is the single biggest leap the franchise ever made in that regard. We can mount weapons on cover. We can reload while aiming down sights. We can hold the gun sideways, which makes me feel like a real G.
Pow, pow, Kimmy, right here. I shove the chopstick up your ass.
It is such an incredibly gritty, dirty, and uncompromising game in its tone. The poor fucker with the bomb vest.
Open! I want to see my partner. I want to see. Can you open? I'm trying. Let me see my girl.
Shooting this dude in front of his wife and kid. Differentiating between civilians and enemy combatants is a
I
constant struggle,
really
and it
don't
makes
remember this
everything feel
campaign.
So much more intense.
Or if I even I don't even know if I even played this campaign, to be honest.
Just like Captain Price said.
We get dirty, and the world stays clean. That's the mission.
Man, that son of a gun stole the show. Every time he talks, I come to. But it's not just him. Characters feel real. The vibes of this game are immaculate and the most consistent of any Call of Duty game. But it doesn't end here. Modern Warfare introduces a new mechanic of guiding an NPC safely through enemy lines. It's alright. Diversifies the gameplay loop, just like the wire cutting or turning your head to not get waterboarded. I didn't know it was that easy. Just turn your head, bro. The flashback missions where you play as a little kid might not be the most interesting gameplay-wise, but it's still a first to be controlling a child in a Call of Duty game. Now, for the sake of fairness, I don't think it's all perfect. This game definitely has some low points. Defending the hill is boring as hell. The open-ended mission where you need to infiltrate 3 mansions at night was definitely filler, but the biggest sin is the introduction of juggernauts. Huge mistake. I don't know why they did that, and they even kept it for the upcoming games. Guys, this is not how you increase the difficulty for a realistic shooter. It's not an RPG. We don't need health bars or bullet sponge enemies. Hate to see it. Call of Duty Modern
Yeah, but it's a juggernog though. A juggernog is supposed to absorb a shit ton of bullets. That's what a juggernog is. Yeah, he just really likes really vanilla taste of Call of Duty.
Modern Warfare sold over 30 million copies, takes around 5 hours to complete, and it's kicking Advanced Warfare off position 3. The race remains tight.
I swear to God, if you fucking race this shit in the top 5, I'm gonna lose my shit.
This game should be called Black Ops 3. Why Cold War? Now the
No, this was the weakest fucking campaign of all of the Black Ops series. This was the weakest campaign. This shit was garbage.
title has a subtitle. Just retcon that old piece of shit because this actually feels like Black Ops again. Cold War, undercover secret operations and conspiracies. And let me tell ya, this is an outright fantastic story and Treyarch's redemption.
Now.
Yes, the gunplay is worse than in Modern Warfare, significantly. Yes, they innovated very little on the action. You can take human shields and there's a bow and arrow, but the way Cold War tells the story is unprecedented for the franchise. The warehouse in Berlin? Macht mal Lärm Berlin! One of the few hub areas that work. It doubles down on dialogue options and impactful choices. There's optional content that doesn't feel like a waste of time. And it takes heavy inspiration from Call of Duty World War II's social stealth segment by enhancing them in quality and quantity.
There's a mole within the KGB.
You can pick locks Skyrim style. You look for fingerprints. You have to decipher clues and solve puzzles. This is a spy thriller that strikes the perfect balance between a character-focused plot and high
I feel like I wasted my time more on the puzzles than I did actually playing the game.
stakes through a global conflict.
The entire free world will benefit. I know you won't fail us.
Adler is such a gigachat, mate. I still do not like how they
But I don't even fucking remember anything about Adler, to be honest. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. Adler in fucking Cold War, I don't remember jack shit about him.
keep recycling Hudson, Mason, and Woods. It feels incredibly forced and unnecessary, but hey, they are a selling point to people, I guess.
Wouldn't have this problem if you'd done your job. Killed Persis in Vietnam. Careful, Hudson. Next time, I might not stop Woods.
Cold War's campaign offers everything an FPS should deliver. You get ridiculous over-the-top moments like the plane chase in Turkey. A flying section that plays well again for a change. A Berlin Wall mission that feels so goddamn immersive. How these devs are able to continuously create snapshots of historical locations is beyond me. We even get to revisit a Black Ops 1 location, but backwards. I usually don't like rehashing old shit, but that was the best way to do it. My favorite mission's gotta be that underground Russian facility where they rebuild American streets. Sensationell. Black Ops Cold War sold over 30 million copies, took me about 5.5 hours, and it takes the spot right below Modern Warfare.
I'm done. I'm done. Such a garbage ass fucking game actually made it to the top 5. Get the fuck out of here, dude. That shit was dog shit in writing, bro. The writing for this fucking game was garbage, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, you don't even get to see the enemy, the entire, like, the main fucking villain or so in this entire fucking game, dude. They're like, oh yeah, you know, we like the whole entire time you were a fucking Russian spy that they fucking brainwashed you or so. And then at the fucking end, you know, they decided to do some cool thing or so where they decided to put you in some mind trick shit and fucking like, and then like now it's like it got interesting, but then you only fucking see the enemy for like fucking like, I don't know, like, do we even fucking see the enemy in the actual campaign? I don't even fucking remember because that's how fucking lame this fucking story was, dude. Oh my fucking god. He just cares about the set pieces. That's honestly, he just generally cares about the set pieces and the way how it feels in the time frame or so. I knew this guy likes such a vanilla taste of fucking Call of Duty, to be honest. Honestly. Get the fuck out of here. Even you agree that fucking Cold War was not that great. Shut the fuck up, dubstep.
Can you believe I was actually excited to try this? I saw some clips on YouTube beforehand and I thought, man, this looks insane. Why are people hating on this? But oh my god, the rumors are true. Vanguard is scheiße.
Do you speak Japanese?
The story follows a ragtag group of retards from different allied countries as they get interrogated by the Nazis, and then you play through each character's past. Now that sounds cool on paper, but it just doesn't work.
I thought you wanted to know about our team.
Answer me now, or our deal is off.
It is by far the most boring Call of Duty campaign of all time. Black Ops 3 was shit, but Vanguard is a clown show, a circus. It never builds momentum. The pacing is dreadful. Flashbacks are only interesting if they tell us something about the present. But all of this is out of context, irrelevant shit. The Australian dude's missions in Africa are unbearable, I tell you. Unbearable! This is proof that beautiful cutscenes, gorgeous in-game graphics, that Call of Duty's spot-on gunplay, and the return of some pretty heavy gore can't save a campaign if it tells no story and if the characters are mundane, cardboard cutout bitches. This has zero credibility. It's World War II, but the subplot is a joke.
I heard the campaign was not that great in this game. I've never played it, so I can't really put my own opinion in it.
Attacks, and you can climb a wall Far Cry style, like 3 times. Wowzers, don't judge a book by its cover, because Vanguard's cover is remarkable. But right from the first page, you are greeted by a disjointed mess that has nothing interesting to say or memorable to show you. This was a chore to play. I'm flabbergasted that it still managed to ship 30 million copies. It took me a little over 5 hours to finish, and it goes right to the bottom. It's a shit tier game. Good boy.
Think it's better than fucking Black Ops 3? You're out of your fucking mind, dude. You're actually out of your fucking mind if you think that's actually above fucking Black Ops 3.
Modern Warfare 2, that's a big name. You better do it justice. I played it on release and liked it, and I replayed it now and loved it. Modern Warfare 2 never reaches the high points of Modern Warfare, and it has lower low points than Modern Warfare, but on average the quality of the missions is quite a bit higher than Modern Warfare. You get what I'm saying? Like higher average, but lower.
I remember playing Modern Warfare 2. I'm trying to remember it off the top of my head or so.
Median. Is that correct? Mathematicians, let me know. The locations are more diverse. The brief Amsterdam segment still looks like real life, except where them hoes at. The gameplay is more varied and combines almost everything the series has come up with to this point. We get an air support mission, a sniping mission with prize, 2 notches, guiding an NPC, social stealth, dialogue options, driving with the freedom to switch cars, sleeping dog style.
Yeah, I remember
and I just have
this.
to say, an absolutely brilliant stealth mission where for the first time in the franchise, you can loot and craft gadgets and items. That whole mission is a masterpiece, so creative. Remember the one where you have to dodge the containers cause wiggly wiggly? Shish kebab! But that level at the Mexican border beats it. It's in my top 5. A real standout highlight. We get some cool new characters like Valeria and Alejandro.
And who the fuck do you think you are, cabrón?
But I just have to say, I fucking hate Ghost. He is so cringe. Holy shit. I just can't. Every time I see him, it breaks my immersion. Just some Otto who wears a ghost mask when he hangs out with his friends. Who finds this cool? The Modern Warfare games go for a grounded and serious.
But he always wears his fucking ghost mask every time, even in the original, right?
Tone. But this dude sticks out like a
minderwertiger Hund.
And I mentioned low points before. Sadly, this campaign features a boss fight against the tank. Just a bad idea. This is Call of Duty. We don't need boss battles like that, okay? The driving segment has an epic set piece moment where you dangle upside down. But overall drags on for too long, just like the air support mission. It lacks refinement. Overall, this was more than a worthy successor to Modern Warfare and one of the best entries in the franchise. There are no public sales numbers, unfortunately. It took me 6.5 hours to finish, and it sits next to its brother.
Oh, he has to rank this shit at the lowest, to be honest. There's no way this is better than Black Ops 3. No fucking way.
Almost present day. Everyone hates Modern Warfare 3, except me. I love it.
Get the fuck out of here, dude. You are such a bullshit fucking troll, dude. You are such an actual bullshit troll, dude. No, I knew you're a fucking troll, but there's no way you liked fucking Modern Warfare 3's campaign.
It takes less than 4 hours to finish, but I admittedly rushed through the open world segments. And let's talk about them. Anyone who says, yeah, but it was supposed to be DLC, doesn't understand that nobody cares. I do not care for the reasons behind the reasons why a product is bad. If you have...
What the fuck? That's a terrible fucking way to say it. What? You don't want to know the reason why it's a terrible product? Okay, buddy. All right.
$5 and 10 minutes to make GTA 6, it's gonna have a shitty story, shitty characters, shitty world, shitty voice acting, shitty gameplay, shitty everything. These are the reasons why the game is bad. The funding and the time are the reasons behind the reasons. Like Jackie Chan said.
Whatever you do the best you can, because the film live forever. No, because you know that they're raining and the actor don't have time. I said, would you go to every theater to tell the audience? No, the audience sit in the theater. Good movie.
Yeah, but that fucking the development timer so for fucking between Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 was fucking non-existent. Like, bruh. Like, honestly, does he not know that?
Bad movie. That's all.
These are a low point for the franchise as a whole. They have nothing redeeming and it's a stain on the series. They should have
like, I understand the quote or so, but this is probably the wrong way of fucking inputting it or so, because fucking between between Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, the fucking dev cycle was fucking non-existent or so for them to make a fucking actual proper campaign for this shit. You know, that's the reason why this fucking product was shit, you know?
shelved this installment, but it is what it is. Most of the missions are filler. The facial animations are a flop.
You were chasing your own tail before I stepped in.
Give it to us then.
I guess you can call those open-ended missions innovative, but they suck. New isn't always good, of course. We have color-coded rarities for weapon cases for some fucking reason, and even the game's story is a huge waste of time. It introduces Makarov, but ends on a cliffhanger and retarded character death that nobody needed. What a waste!
Oh, I am not gonna beg for my life.
Wouldn't do you any good.
This is the only COD game that launched as a faulty product, so to speak. It just feels wrong. Like a stitched together, money-grabby compromise. I'm sure there are tons of passionate people at the studio who begged the higher-ups not to release this. But hey, what can you do? There are no reliable sales numbers again, but you might be surprised at where I'll rank this. You have to remember one thing. It's still based on the foundation of Modern Warfare, meaning the gunplay is top of
I fucking knew. I knew that he was gonna talk about the fucking gunplay and everything. He's such a vanilla person.
the class. Also, there are about 4 missions in here that do deliver that Call of Duty epicness. Freeing Makarov was awesome. The stadium was amazing. The last mission is fun, and the very brief plane segment is the highlight of this game.
Excuse me? You think this is fucking good? Get the fuck out of here, dude. No fucking way, man.
Let me go. I need to reach for that phone. Lordy, give it to me. Give me the phone.
I wish they did more with that. It delivers what I love about Call of Duty, just too little of it, and mixed in with the worst missions of the franchise. Ultimately, it takes the spot number 15. Call of
This shit is better than fucking Black Ops 3. You're out of your fucking mind, dude.
Call of Duty foot letters. Oh, and that's it. We're done. Modern Warfare 2 is still, after all these years, the best Call of Duty campaign ever made. Now, name another AAA franchise with a yearly release calendar that innovates as much as Call of Duty. You can't. I'll wait. And if your answer is, yeah, but they got 4 studios rotating, so why don't they have 4 studios working on your favorite games? Call of Duty campaigns take huge risks almost every year and dare to be different in ways that go from setting, tone, character, story, genres, mechanics, guns, movement, which is why I'm happy that the multiplayer plays it safe each year. That's what makes the money. Milk those Warzone and zombie players for all they're worth. More Nicki Minaj and Snoop Dogg skins, please. Whatever sells. Because they take that money to finance and craft the much more expensive, unique, and creative single-player experiences. The only question left is, where does Black Ops 6 fit into all of this? Well, I'm reviewing it, so stay tuned and subscribe to find out. This video was a shit ton of work, so please, I would appreciate it if you did something. Just do something to help me out. Something, anything, something.
I dislike the video, that's about it, to be honest. I'll actually dislike the video. Nah, dude, this fucking list is so fucking whack. No fucking way, dude. I don't believe this. I don't believe that fucking Modern Warfare 3 is better than fucking Black Ops 3, dude. Like, honestly. He raised that shit in the top fucking 15, dude. That fucking campaign was dog shit, dude. That campaign, I didn't even play it, dude. I saw people play that shit and that shit was dog shit, dude. I knew that this guy likes the most vanilla shit in my entire life, you know? I just fucking knew it. I just so fucking knew that this guy liked the most vanilla shit, you know? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Dude, that was, I don't know, dude. There was some stuff that I agree or so, but man, dude. fucking Cold War in the top fucking 5. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Legit, get the fuck out of here, dude. No fucking way. Fucking Cold War in the top. You must be smoking fucking blunt or so to think that fucking Cold War's campaign was actually fucking good, to be honest. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyways, yeah, I just wanted to see this video or so, and it's a long video, but like it was a pretty funny video at the end of the day. I don't approve his list, to be honest. I know the type of taste he is. He just literally, you know, the taste that he had or so for Call of Duty is pretty very vanilla-esque. So, but yeah. Anyways, that's it. That's the end of the video. You guys can comment, like, subscribe, do all that fancy jazzy stuff, and yeah. Interesting list, to be honest. Interesting list indeed. What a crazy dude.